white woman, so I want to continue the dialogue on the expectations of women, especially women who are middle-aged. I know, Amber, you and I were talking about that. And
I told you, what is middle age?
I don't know. I mean,
okay. I was hoping we have
that's what I'm wondering. Okay. It's like, how are we even, classifying middle-aged now? If 30 is the new 20, is middle-aged 60?
Wisdom. When you got that wisdom.
Well, I got the wisdom when I'm not middle-aged.
I'm not ashamed of my age, though, but I did turn 34. So I don't know if is that middle age.
You're on the brink of it. You're knocking on middle age.
No. You don't hit middle age till you're about 45.
Cheryl, are you middle age?
45. No, I'm right here with Amber.
You're knocking on it.
But I am looking into the rim.
You're looking over the edge.
I will tell you, it is 45. It is the forgotten stage of a woman's life. 45.
What do you mean it's forgotten?
Because our role has changed so much.
Yeah.
Our roles have changed. Our mothers used to be younger. Yeah. They used to, how old are your moms? My mom is still in her 60s. Wow. Do you know how many moms I know who are in their 60s that have teenage kids? Middle age has changed.
Well, because we put our careers before the family, then they had a family later in life, and now middle age just happened and we're in a whole nother place of our lives.
Times change because of technology and everything. So everybody's trying to stay young on the computer.
And it depends on what culture you grew up in.
Yeah.
And what technology you live with.
But Cheryl, I wonder, do you have any sense of the expectations that you're, facing? You just got a new house.
Yes.
I mean, that's a huge responsibility.
And I want your job.
Well, I think I'm not middle-aged, but I think that moment when your responsibilities increase exponentially, like for example, my mom is also in her 60s. Fortunately, the later half of the 60s, I say fortunately because my dad passed away when he was 66. So to even just surpass that, I think is a good thing. But then I look at her and it's like, she's independent now, but I can, I can see the, the aging starting to set in, and I know that, like, my sister and I live nearby, and we're trying to get her to move closer to us because
so you can look in after her.
So we can look in on her. I mean, she's already been a cardiac patient, so we've already had to look after her in that response. And fortunately, she's healed from that, but we always worry.
Do you have a fear of taking care of your mom, or?
You know what? No, because I'm fortunate that we have enough family resources that we can get her the care she needs.
But Anna's been looking after several members of your family.
Yeah. Well, I take care of my mom. She's young, and I feel, I don't know if it's being the whole Latina, Hispanic community. I don't know. But I just feel like the necessity that no matter what, even if I had my own family, I still got to take care of her.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Well, yes, she's
I have a
mom.
confession, though. Recently, I found out my father was stabbed. And in that, I got fearful because I was like, oh my goodness, I have to take care of this man. What if I have to take care of him? What if he's dead? What if I have to bury him?
How can you handle all of that?
He doesn't have any resources that I know of that will be able to take care of him. So that was that fear of like, what do I do when I have to go find him? Or, I don't know.
I mean, what do you do? What kind of expectations do you have?
I really don't have any expectations of him. So I just kind of feel like it's kind of like me going to search for someone who I don't know.
But you have that.
But
like
it's just,
you feel you got to.
Right, but I feel as a child, and this is my parent, I have to go out and try and find him.
So it's our obligation then as children to become parents to our parents at some point.
I think I just go way back to when we were younger.
Culture that's kind of built in that usually it's the oldest child, preferably the oldest son, that is going to take care of mom and dad. It's built in. It's built in that culture. Okay. So unfortunately, I'm the oldest, so right now I'm with my mom. And the oldest son, which is my brother.
Okay, so then I have a question. What if it's almost like an indirect parenting relationship? Like, for example, what if you had to take care of your husband's parents? How does that impact you? Because I know
they're on their own.
The relationship I just got out of.
They're on their own.
The relationship I just got out of, my ex-boyfriend, he was the oldest son of 8, but his parents were largely dependent upon him, and I just looked at my future.
That's huge.
I looked at my future of, especially, taking care of his mom. Now, she has daughters, but quite frankly, I felt like the burden of her care was going to fall to me, and the prospect of that was...
Well, I think the whole prospect of those obligations, expectations is terrifying. I can hardly handle my life as it is in my 20s, but to be expected to care for my own family, my husband, and my parents, and I mean, my husband's parents, my God, it sounds like hell. I don't know how any woman could balance those expectations. I really don't.
But you know, I think sometimes what people forget is men go through a midlife crisis. And we all acknowledge it.
We're not alone in this.
But women go through one too, and we ignore it.
Okay,
Either that or we suck it up.
Ladies, I definitely want to continue this conversation when we get back from this break.
Are you in every way, woman?
Everyday Kitchen is next with Everyone.